The tragic refers to Greek tragedy. That was our springboard for the project. It's about domestic violence and about very, very mundane things that makes you question, is it okay? Was it not okay? And I think the grey area is what makes it very exciting. You actually see, you're privy to the lives of 3 apartments. You see 3 women in different stages of their lives, and at some point in time we realize that we're seeing the same woman at different points in her life. So that's the gist of the story. It's a little bit different from your typical large-scale traditional opera.
The first thing is a way to put the, I don't know if it's theater into the music or the music is into theater, because that's our goal, that articulation between music, movement, theater, speak and sing. And this is, for example, why this project we don't have an orchestra.
We have a small choir off stage, but the main instrumental writing is actually in the objects that the singers manipulate. And so, in a way, I'm writing for the bodies of the singer.
Pour une femme, ce n'est pas pareil. Parce qu'un homme laisse une trace dans...
This was the initial impetus of the project. Like, how far can we push a singer so that every part of her movement is essential? And then what kind of story can we tell with the body movements versus what she's singing and saying outright? I came prepared with 3 scenes, and you see every movement that they make, every single movement is written out.
The movement, in a way, is already in the music. So this is quite different, I think, also for traditional opera.
Il s'agit d'une recherche récente qui montre que c'est comme dans Alien.
The first tape we had here, it's the tape we decide the show is how it's gonna be, because before we had some ideas, and now it helped us to test and try if it works or not. Because you got in your head and papers, and then does it work?
I can actually see which parts the singers and the actors struggle with, and once you see struggle, and either they overcome it or they don't, the struggle then limits you, and limits are great. So you know where the boundaries are, and then it's my choice. I think the difficulty as a composer is if you're going to write her movements that make sound, when are you then encroaching in the space of the stage director? And so with the dramaturg here, these 2 days has been very, very fulfilling and has been very affirming, because it has allowed me to give myself permission to just fulfill my initial vision, to trust my instincts. It looks quite natural when they're doing it after 4 days, but they're actually counting in their head. So I think once a singer gets around the counting and just learning the music, which is quite painful, they can actually make it look supernatural. And then you have this whole subtext of what the object is saying, what they're actually saying, and then the whole drama with the looks and the walks.
The underlying tension in their relationship, actually having it scored the way that Diana has done, gives you that immediately. And so that as soon as we start working on the scene, even if you've not memorised it, even if you're not off copy kind of thing, it's already rich with multiple layers, because she is so good at articulating the subtleties of human relationships in her music. I trust her completely as the composer to have the control of all of that and to create that controlled environment to work within.
For me, what I'm experiencing at the moment is controlled but not restrictive. It doesn't feel like we're bound by the text in terms of not being able to create and not being able to bring something of ourselves to it.
Yeah.
It's more like we've been set free by the level of detail.